That was one. And then there was another time when you were here. You remember when the cops came in because we had the door propped open?
Oh, yeah. Because we were going to let Port come in.
And they were getting ready to go 1960-style police on Henry when he was in here.
Yeah.
Remember that?
They came in all police command present.
There was a big group of us, and Henry was on the air. And if you don't know about Henry, he's an African-American gentleman. And the first thing they did was went straight to him. Racism is alive and well. And they went to him and were trying to, get him in trouble, and he was on the air, and the rest of us were sitting there. We could have been doing anything, but he was actually on the air on the radio.
I just think that even I would have called someone with a sketchy person.
But anyway, that's why I'm not so fast to call you TPD because I have nothing to say to you. But no, we should have called somebody because there was a dude lurking. And but I dropped the ball and let him in the building. But he's out now. And he's locked out. He can't get
back
in.
And I didn't see him when I came. And I wasn't that far behind you, I don't think.
Well, no, you're about 30 minutes behind.
Okay, so, in the 30 minutes then, he absconded the parking garage.
He did. But I didn't even think about trying to contact you because I was just more concerned about where this guy, what he was doing, what we were doing. When that's what we were talking about the time before you got here. And I was like, and after you got here, I was like, oh, did you see that guy? And I didn't have a chance to ask, but now I'm thinking, probably should have told you about the creepo that was stalking the garage.
Would have been a nice heads up.
Well, you're here, you're safe. I'm here, I'm safe. It's all good. We'll have to watch our bearings as we leave here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's kosher gravy.
But just keep an eye out if you're in Arena. Neyland Stadium area, this dude may be running around out there. Fun Friday night. He wasn't wearing a mask either.
My hopes is just college student being crazy. Being college student.
Mark and I came to the conclusion he was on something. He was probably just tripping out.
I mean, was he a young dude? Or
very young. He was in his 20s. He's younger than us, I could tell.
Okay.
And so I got the vibe that he was just, because he was running. He would walk, and he was trying to take clothes off and then put them back on, and he was running up and down. So I'm like, that's somebody who's on something. I didn't let that didn't register when I initially met him. I was just like, oh, maybe this dude needs some help. And being the good Samaritan I made a fatal mistake. Although nothing bad happened, so, all's well ends well.
I hope dude made it home and just sleeping off whatever's happening.
Probably not. Probably not. Felt bad for him though. I really did. I hope he's okay.
I don't think he's woods living.
Huh?
Do you think he's woods living?
Nah, he was way too young to be woods living. Woods living's in his 50s.
No, he is a woods liver.
Oh, is he woods living? No.
So I mean, if you were just to travel down from Fraternity Row, it would be very easy to end up here.
He had a nice blue sweater, so I want to say
I would say probably maybe then.
I want to say he was frat dealing with some stuff.
Yes.
And he ended up at WUTK. That's what I'm thinking.
Because if you think about frat row, if you go back behind the
it's not far from here.
Yeah,
up the hill a little bit.
Yeah, but if you take it down the back way,
yeah.
I don't even know which one that is. If you come down, what's this road right in front of Neyland?
The one that's that this building is on.
Yeah.
This is Fulmer.
Okay, so Fulmer then wraps by the baseball field thingy, and goes around, and then if there's the baseball actual practice, and then there's Fraternity Row. You could, it's one road. You wouldn't even have to.
Fraternity's on Volunteer, but you could take a back way. And
I'm saying is
yeah.
Well, because if you went forward, you'd be going down Volunteer.
Right.
But if you come back, because that's how I go to the medical UT's health centers right across the street from Frat Row.
Yeah.
And so I come up the back, and so it's one road that way. So it'd be very easy, I think, to travel that way if you were out of your mind. It's not, because I'm just saying, you don't have to twist and turns. You could just keep going straight, and you could end up here.
So if you're out of your mind, follow these directions that we just gave you.
Yeah.
Save this episode when it comes out on Monday. And if you're ever out of your mind and you're in the area, you know how to get around.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, it would be very easy. If you just kept going straight, you'd get here.
Very simple, and it's very easy just to get lost.
Yeah, But if you just kept going, you'd be like, oh.
Why not? Screw it.
And then just like lights.
Yeah.
Like a moth. Yeah, and he's like, let me see what's going on here.
Oh, lights. I'm so happy.
I mean, you don't realize, well, I would say you don't realize you're on the bomb floor, but Toddy didn't realize.
I don't remember where we are. I thought there was one more floor down. And in that split second, I'm not thinking. My mind is, you know where my mind is? Is focused on this show. I was like, it's time to do radio. And that's where I was thinking. And so I wasn't paying any attention, paying no mind to this. I just let freedom reign. And that's where you screw up and why I should never be put into a position of power. To any potential employers.
There you go.
I should not be put into any position of power. Thank you. Good night.